The problem with Usain Bolt being so dominant is that sometimes people don't realize how dominant he actually was. Let go. It's commonly accepted he's the greatest sprinter of all time. But because everyone accepts his track and field dominance during his career, huge accomplishments get glossed over. You don't even know about some of his most insane feats. Bolt is the single greatest sprinter ever. And no one will ever surpass him. And for anyone with an argument against that, you'll see why you're wrong. This is Runner Insider. Usain Street Leo Bolt was born on August 21, 1986, in Sherwood Content, a small town in Trelawney Parish, Jamaica. His parents, Wellesley and Jennifer Bolt, ran the local grocery store in the rural area. Naturally, he grew up with sports all around him. As a kid, Bolt spent most of his time playing cricket and football in the street with his brother Siddiqui. He later said, "When I was young, I didn't really think about anything other than sports." Bolt attended Waldensia Primary School, where he first began to show his sprinting potential. By the age of 12, he had become the school's fastest runner over the 100-meter distance. That's impressive, but hardly enough to make you think you're looking at the future fastest man alive. Upon entering William Knibb Memorial High School, Bolt continued to focus on other sports, particularly cricket. He was actually a talented fast bowler. But his cricket coach noticed something special: Bolt's speed on the pitch, and urged him to try track and field events. That's enough to make a kid think that maybe running was the path. However, even when Bolt started taking track seriously, he wasn't exactly dedicated. His coach, Pablo McNeil, a former Olympic sprint athlete, was occasionally frustrated by Bolt's lack of dedication to training and his penchant for practical jokes. Bolt didn't take the sport seriously. He was more interested in chasing girls than chasing records. But in 2001, at just 14 years old, Bolt won his first annual high school championships medal, taking silver in the 200 meters with a time of 22.04 seconds. Sound familiar? The talent was there, even if the work ethic wasn't yet. Then came the moment that changed everything. At the 2002 World Junior Championships, racing before a crowd of 36,000 inches Jamaica's National Stadium in Kingston, Bolt won gold in the 200-meter race. He was just 15 years old, becoming the youngest ever male World Junior Champion in any event. At 16, he cut the junior 200-meter world record to 20.13 seconds. At 17, he ran 19.93 seconds, becoming the first teenager to break 20 seconds in the race. The world was starting to take notice. But just when it seemed like Bolt was destined for greatness, adversity struck. That's enough to make a kid think that maybe track and field wasn't for him. Hampered by a hamstring injury at the 2004 Athens Olympics, he failed to advance beyond the 200-meter heats and was eliminated in the first round. He returned to Jamaica, disappointed and embarrassed. At the 2005 World Championships in Helsinki, he underperformed again due to health problems. A hamstring injury caused him to withdraw from the 2006 Commonwealth Games. Bolt was diagnosed with scoliosis. His spine was bent due to rapid growth and overtraining. This was a condition he would battle throughout his entire career. One of Bolt's best qualities is his mental toughness. At this stage of his career, many had written him off as injury-prone, someone who would never fulfill his potential. But in 2005, Bolt made a crucial change. He teamed up with coach Glenn Mills. Mills offered him a challenge. If Bolt could beat the Jamaican 200 meters record of 19.86 seconds, Mills would let him do what he had always wanted: compete in the 100 meters race. The challenge was met in 2007 with a record of 19.75 seconds in Kingston. Bolt had earned his shot. In 2008, everything changed. At the Reebok Grand Prix in New York's Icon Stadium, Bolt ran the 100 meters in 9.72 seconds, breaking the world record and defeating world champion Tyson Gay by over a second. But that was just the warm-up. At the 2008 Beijing Olympics, Usain Bolt announced himself to the world in a way no one had ever seen. He became the first man since Carl Lewis in 1984 to win the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4x 100-meter relay in a single Olympics. But here's the kicker. He set world records in all three events: 9.69 seconds, 19.3 seconds, and 37.1 seconds, respectively. His 0.2-second edge over the second-place finisher in the 100 meters was the largest since Lewis, despite Bolt celebrating about 80 meters into the race. His 0.66-second winning margin in the 200-meter race was the largest in Olympic history. And remember, he broke Michael Johnson's 200 meters record that had stood for 12 years. Bolt was now the fastest man on Earth. So would Bolt dial it back, take the endorsement deals and coast? Absolutely not. His competitive drive wouldn't allow it. At the 2009 World Championships in Berlin, Bolt did the unthinkable. He got faster. He ran 9.58 seconds in the 100 meters, shattering his own world record. His average ground speed was 37.58 kilometers per hour, with a top speed of 44.72 kilometers per hour. Then he ran 19.19 seconds in the 200 meters, obliterating his own Olympic record by over a tenth of a second. These records still stand today, over 16 years later. In 2011, disaster struck. At the World Championships in Daegu, South Korea, Bolt was disqualified from the 100 meters final for a false start. The favorite to win was eliminated before the race even truly began. It was called a sad night for athletics. But did Bolt crumble? No. He came back and won the 200 meters in 19.4 seconds, the fourth fastest run ever at that point, and won gold in the 4x100m relay. Then came the 2012 London Olympics. Bolt stole the show, capturing gold in the 100 meters with a time of 9.63 seconds, an Olympic record. He won the 200 meters in 19.32 seconds, and the Jamaican team set a new world record in the 4x100m relay with 36.84 seconds. After these games, Bolt declared himself a legend, becoming the first man to complete the sprint double at 2 consecutive Olympics. At the 2013 World Championships in Moscow, Bolt won another treble: gold in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4x100m relay. At the 2015 World Championships in Beijing, he did it again. His fourth consecutive 200 meters World Championship title was unprecedented and established him clearly as the best ever sprinter at the competition. Then came Rio 2016. One day before his 30th birthday, Bolt completed what he called the triple-triple: 3 gold medals in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4x100m relay at 3 consecutive Olympic Games. No sprinter in history had ever won golds in the 2 individual sprints at even 2 consecutive Olympics. Bolt did it 3 times in a row. By the time Bolt retired in 2017, he had accumulated 8 Olympic gold medals and 11 World Championship titles. He is the only sprinter to hold Olympic and World Championship records in both the 100 meters and 200 meters simultaneously. But perhaps the best way to see just how good Usain Bolt actually was is through these numbers. His 100 meters world record of 9.58 seconds, the fastest ever run. Bolt also holds the second fastest time of 9.63 seconds. In fact, he holds the 3 fastest times ever run: 9.58, 9.63, and 9.69. The next closest athletes, Yohan Blake and Tyson Gay, have personal bests of 9.69, matching Bolt's third fastest time. His 200 meters world record of 19.19 seconds stands alone. Bolt's second best time of 19.3 seconds is also faster than everyone else in history except for Yohan Blake's 19.26. Bolt has run under 19.8 seconds, a total of 21 times. He's run under 19.7 seconds 14 times. 9 of the 16 clockings, under 19.6 seconds, belong to Bolt. He never faltered when it mattered most. At the Olympics, at World Championships, when the lights were brightest, Bolt was fastest.